All right, I think we're good now. Um, with the audio and whatnot. Let's see. Check one, two. Should be good right here. I don't know. Hopefully. Check one, two, one, two. Check one, two. All right, we should be good. Be right back though. I'm gonna go to the kitchen. Bro, these things right here. Matter of fact, bros, these right here. Forgot to open up a browser tab. It's not true though. Why isn't? What the? Okay, whatever. So weird. Anyway, these are so good. I already ate one a little bit ago. I'm sorry. These will melt in your hand quick. They're already starting to melt. Mm. He's starting to focus on my eyes. These are so good. I went to Walmart because Giant Eagle, my other store, local store, doesn't have these. $3 a freaking bar. Hmm. Taking one more bite. For now. We got the bonus Shackalicious. We got the Sriracha, or should I say the Sriracha. Oh yeah, that's the spot. I'm a fat kid at heart. Just sourness in a bottle. So good. That sugar rush. Gotta grow. I'm never gonna grow up though. Bible says to be childlike. I don't think it means like that because it also says to put away childish things. I know that's not a contradiction. You can have this childlike state where you're innocent. None of us are innocent though. Oh yeah, bonus. The orange mango sparkling. I've tried so many brands. Like, let's try better goods. I tried Bubbly and LaCroix and a few different ones. Probably like 4 or 5 different ones. As you can tell, I like them. 2 cans there. 2 cans, Sam. Got another 2 cans. Crushing them. Probably got more somewhere. Oh yeah. So here's the other one. They're too good. So freaking good. Excuse me. What up, YouTube? Welcome back to RyanREAX. We're going to be checking out some Miss May I. I've heard them before. In fact, I just did a reaction to the song Bleed Together that came out a couple years ago, I guess. Audio was kind of messy. You might have actually seen the video. It was choppy. I restarted my computer. It seems fine now. So we're going to get right into it. We're going to pick another song. 12 years ago, when they're on Rise Records. See, I checked out Bleed Together. We're going to check out Hey Mister right now. Genuine reaction. Bam. Audio should be better with no skipping. Here we go. So this is really solid. The drummer's kicking super butt. Like the cleans, like the harsh vocals. I like the tone, the melody. I like that there's actual emotion in this song. Not saying there wasn't in the other couple songs I've heard, but it seems like they were probably a newer band back then. They probably had an album even before this one. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know the history of this band at all. But what I could say though is so far, um, how do I put it? I'm not gonna say safe. The term I want to use it's very safe, but they're not venturing too far away from this genre, if that makes sense. It's not experimental, and I know a lot of bands started becoming more experimental after like the 12 years since this was uploaded. But I'd have to hear more songs on this album to really get like a feel for it. But for this song, it seems like they probably have heavier songs on this album. This is one of the slower ones, but there's still heavy elements to it, so I think that's really cool. All right. And the cinematography is really cool. See, it's very safe. What's up, Addie? Mm-hmm. Sorry, my daughter asking me if she can go on the computer. So many computers in this house. Why even ask? Just go on. Just have them completely still and then just shake the camera a little bit. And that's what's crazy. I was thinking like this band reminds me of like August Burns Red a lot. And then there you go, right there on the sidebar, side panel. Still has people actively commenting here, and I love it. An anthem for anyone who's been abandoned by Deadbeat. Interesting. Wow. That'd be my favorite of the old. I love the more recent. Yeah, I like the more recent stuff, but that's cool. I mean, that's their roots right there. But yeah, very solid. Someone really, that means this person, it has 1.5k likes though. I didn't even read the first part until after, because I just seen the word Screamo. And it says, I'm black. I never thought I'd be into Screamo, but I got high with my white friends and now I like it. Well, shoot, since I got hella likes, follow me on Instagram. Underscore, I ain't gonna say it. You can go there and find it yourself. This isn't Screamo, it's metalcore. At least look it up before commenting. Everyone thinks if they're screaming it means Screamo. And of course, the cross between extreme metal and post-hardcore. Whereas Screamo is a faster, sped up version of punk rock with screams. I don't know why it's called Screamo when it sounds something like emo core. Yeah. Funny. Yeah, the vocalist does kind of sound like Darkest Hour. The Faceless, Haste Today, Dies Today, the Black Dahlia Murder. I'm not saying he sounds like Black Dahlia Murder, but I'm amazing how the band could change their sound so much in just 9 years. The first two albums or more or less bands based upon bands like that. But at heart and rise of the line, take so many influences with the metal genre. I hear the Killswitch Engage as a lay dying, Parkway Drive, August Burns Red, Lamb of God at the Gates, and In Flames sound so much. Like I said, mainly just August Burns Red for me. But their new stuff, I'll talk about whenever I react to more of their newer stuff. Yeah, stay tuned for that. As always, may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you. Stay safe. See you in the next video. Peace. I don't always sit on this computer. I feel like it though. I was just checking out the Miss May. They're a freaking awesome band. I like them. Yeah, Under Fire and Shadows Inside are my two favorite songs so far. Although I've only listened to those. Wow, it's from 6 years ago. But they did a re-recording of it? Did they actually? Hold on. Let me see. It's the same. Okay, it's the same. I don't understand. Let me see. I could have just did that. Ah, so that's from 2017. That's awesome though. But then Shadows Inside's part of the same album too. So what new stuff did I listen to then? Huh? What is this? Apologies for the week re-recording 15-year. I don't know about this stuff, but what? So they always use one. No, they actually haven't. At Heart. Okay, so their first album, 2009. Okay, so I listened to their first album. Not the whole album though, but I mean, like I listened to a song that I just reacted to from their first album. We have Monument, 2012, 15. So they've been out for a while, but like they don't have that many albums. Curse of Existence. They love this lion thing, but they don't have the lion in that one. Interesting. Yeah. The sound and fury of Miss May I is deeply embedded in the hearts and minds of a legion of fans. These are people from different backgrounds of different ages with diverse life experience who all come together and connect with Miss May I's combination of brutal proficiency and impassioned delivery. The five-piece powerhouse from the fertile metalcore grounds of America's heartland, it'd be nice if it said where, have become an integral part of the worldwide heavy music community, transcending boundaries and limitations, galvanizing, never even heard of that word before, crowds, and energizing each person they encounter. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I can't speak for other people, but they definitely energize me. Miss May I celebrate a decade of savage metalcore and soaring metalcore refrains, newly revitalized and poised for an insurgent career renaissance, armed with unmistakable power, road-hardened experience, steadily building catalog, and a relenting spirit supported by a die-hard community. Sweet. Count me a fan. And that's yeah. So Shadows Inside has 34.2 million views or streams, Spotify streams. 34 million. But then their second one, Forgive and Forget, only has 1.4. But then My Destruction has 8.6 and Crawl has 10.2. Yeah, it's super interesting. Wow. I mean, what do I say? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I've known about them for years. I just never cared to listen because I'm like, oh, another metalcore band. Ooh. What's up, Ace? What's going on? What's up, Moad? Right back. How's the hair? You growing it out? Thought about cutting it, but I'm actually starting to like it. Starting to like it more. Liking the length. How this is growing. Not just down, but like the bangs. But yeah, it does get annoying though. Right back. All right. Put this back on my head. Let's think about this. I don't know. Full hair. Thank you. Yeah, I was just saying, I like the length of it now. How's yours coming along? Say the side profile, I guess. Yeah, it's getting there. Super soft. Should spike it up. Nah, I'm kidding. It's too long to spike. It'd be weird. Gotta trim the beard though. How's yours coming along, buddy? Five months, so it's like up here then. That's cool. Yeah, it's just gonna take time. I'm sure once yours gets longer, it's gonna look better than mine anyway. Wavy hair. But yeah, you just flat iron it and it'll turn straight. What's up, Ace? Yeah, I've been checking out a lot of Miss May I. Not a lot, but a few things. I like that band a lot. I like Miss May I a lot. A lot. Excuse all the pop cans. Don't worry though, it's sparkling water. So good though. Uh, Watching some Barstool Sports. Dave Portnoy. He's a pizza reviewer. He's like a millionaire. But yeah, I was checking out some Miss May I. Also eating some. This is so good, dude. It's so good. I got the Shakalicious XL gummies. Yeah, so Dave Portnoy just no flop, one bite. Everybody knows the rules. He just left my city like last week or 2 weeks ago, Pittsburgh. It's pretty cool. That's the second time. That's how I found him because I randomly during the pandemic I just searched Pittsburgh, and then I filtered out the search results for like within this week just to get some news on Pittsburgh and stuff. And then his videos popped up from when he first went to Pittsburgh, so the timing. And then he just went back to Pittsburgh like a couple weeks ago. So yeah, pretty interesting. Yeah, these freaking gummies though, big as heck. Freaking Shaq's head, you can see. Whatever. And I got this stuff called, it's not sriracha sauce, it's sriracha. Let's pour some on there. Yeah. And then, getting fat tonight. But yeah, Miss May I is super cool. Freaking love them. That's not the point. It's an eye grabber. Look, it's not about drinking Coke. Does it say Coke on here? It says enjoy Jesus Christ. It doesn't say enjoy Coca-Cola. Your mind goes there. That's proof that regardless of you drinking it or not, it's stuck in that subconscious mind. So when you see something, it comes out. That's not Jesus' fault because your brain associates with the logo. That's the point, though. Someone's going to look at it and think Coke, but then read Jesus. Think about it. Mustard, right? Mustard seed faith moves mountains. Gotta think outside the box. I don't know where my relish shirt went, but I have a shirt that's I also got a ketchup shirt too. It'll say ketchup. Here it is. I think this is the ketchup one. That's not the ketchup one. No, you can't sue because it's not. This isn't Coca-Cola's logo. Like it's not their font. It. So look, there's a McDonald's font called not McDonald's or something like that, and it's the golden arches, but it's like a slight variation of it, just enough to where McDonald's can't sue if you use it. So it would have to be an exact, like whatever font Coke used, you would have to use that specific font. But if you create your own font and just slightly tweak it, you know, Coke's font's different. Let me see. Yeah, it's completely different. Here, look, I'll prove it. Look, see? Come, look at the C. It's not an exact replica. It looks like it, but it's not. Yeah, it has this. It has the hoop, like in the second one, but It's extra wavy. Also, this, so like, I'll put the mouse over it. This point right here is a complete, like, point at the end. This rounds, it's rounded. It's not pointed, it's rounded. It would have to be pointed. So yeah, it has the likeness of it. It also doesn't even have the hyphen. Yep. It's an eye grabber. Like, matter of fact, hold on. Look at the Snickers one. Look. Scriptures. It's not Snickers, it's scriptures. Want to talk about Jesus? Would Jesus eat a taco? But yeah. I mean, dude, I grew up wearing band t-shirts. I had frickin' Job for a Cowboy and crazy, like, graphic t-shirts and stuff, you know? So going from that to this, matter of fact, this is the first time I've even worn a shirt in a long time. I either wear just my hoodie with nothing under it, or even something else would just be like a gray, like, tank top or a white or a black tank top. But actual shirts, you know, starting to get cold out. And for the stream's sake, I'm like, why not? Yeah, thou shall never thirst. Enjoy Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know, like this. So good. They're saying we shouldn't eat it. Oh no, we shouldn't. I should not be eating this. Look, I'm gonna say I shouldn't eat this as I'm eating it. You know. But the point is, don't look like the bad stuff you eat. You know. I hit the gym. I'm skinny. I don't got big muscles. I'm a runner, right? Been running for 11 years now. I stay in shape. So I'm not a glutton basically. I'll eat crap. Look, I got some airheads unopened. Like, I'll eat crap. But when people look at me, they can't tell because I exercise and do more than what I eat. Just like you couldn't tell if a fat person was eating vegetables 2 hours before seeing him or her, you know? Um, Being addicted to anything, you put anything above God, it's an idol. So it's not the food itself, it's the idolization of the food. But you want to see something on the flip side? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. You never seen this verse before. You never seen it. You never seen it. Watch. For bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is and of that which is to come. So you can exercise too much. Is that an interesting concept or what? To which degree does food become an idol? When you can't stop thinking about it and doing anything in your power to get it, and not following the basic principles of health. And you might question what that is, but see, scientists, nutritionists, biologists have figured out, for the most part, how much you should eat a day. And also, you got to think about it like this: the American culture and society wants people to eat 3 times a day. Now, that could be a lot compared to like the starving people who can barely even get 1 meal a day. But does that mean eating 3 times a day is a sin? No, I don't believe so. It's something you have to weigh in your heart with God, and He will reveal to you what, like, you know what's too much. If you think about it, like if you're eating, and you're like, man, I shouldn't be, like, wow. Like if you're thinking about like what you ate in the past week, and you feel like it's too much, like I don't feel like I eat too much because I really don't. I don't even eat 3 meals a day. I'll eat like 1 or 2, and then I'll snack here and there. And this candy stuff, I don't do this candy crap every day, by the way. I might do it like a few times a week, you know, maybe once a week. But I'm not sitting there buying candy every day. I don't do that. Coke became an idol. See, well, I can reverse engineer that whole thing, but give me 1 second. I'm still here. I'm talking. I'm just hold on. Gotta do something. All right. So, and you know what? I have water. I buy Deer Park water. I have pretty much a brand new case right below me. Look, I'll move over. See it? It's right there. I'll even scoot more. Right there. I have water. Um, yeah, if you're drinking more pop than water, that's bad. That's really bad for your health. That's killing. Like, dude, pop, like that type of pop, Pepsi, Coke, is used to clean out drains and freaking motor oil engines and stuff like that. These seltzer waters aren't like that. Look at the ingredients. Carbonated water and whatever natural flavor means. I mean, it could be beaver butt. I don't know. It tastes good, but calorie wise, 0 calories, no sugar. You know, I'm gonna burn off this chocolate and these shack gummy things tomorrow. I'm going to the gym. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna burn it off. I'm gonna lift, and I'm not gonna buy that crap for a while. Till next week. And even then, I'm like, the shack thing's the first time I was at Walmart. Like, these are funny. I seen these online. People are talking about it. My son pointed it out. I'm like, whatever, give it a try. Absolutely, I drink so much fruit juice. It's not even funny. And by fruit juice, I don't mean just sugar from the fruit. I'm talking about Tropicana. These mixed things like strawberry lemonade, but it's like a strawberry puree, and then they add sugar. if you eat fruits, you're gonna get sugar, but that sugar isn't the same as like sugar cane, the white sugar, you know, like the added sugars. I mean, this is pure sugar right here. Let me see. Glucose syrup is the first ingredient. The malic acid is what makes it sour. Artificial flavors, potassium sorbate, black carrot concentrate, probably for the color. Citric acid. So glucose syrup is just a sugary based syrup because glucose is, well, fructose, but glucose is like that fake crap. 80, there's 4 servings, 80 calories per serving. Added sugars, 32%, 16 grams. So there's 16 grams of sugar in here. That's crazy. To be honest, you're listening to less music. Yeah, I mean, you can make anything an idol. Tattoos and whatever. It's tough, man. I mean, people could say, "Oh, I make my hair an idol." I really don't. I barely take care of it. I wash it, I condition it. I seen that beauticianist what 5 months ago or so, well, like 3, 4 months ago, and she said come back for a follow up in 3 months. I haven't went back. A lot of times I think about cutting it, but I'm actually liking the length of it now. I'm liking what it's doing. Huh? You think the Linkin Park stuff? It took Linkin Park? Oh gosh, look up the history of Linkin Park, man. Minutes to Midnight album and all that. Like, come on. I mean, hey, it's better late than never, but dude, of course Chester was murdered. Oh, I mean, sorry, it's not you. It's I'm not even gonna say it's my arrogance because I'm not trying to be arrogant, but it's like, being that you're awake in a lot of things, I figured you knew this already. Like, this stuff is so old, so it really brings me back to like several years ago. Look, Chester Bennington and Chris Cornell, um, from is it Black Hole Sun? Gosh, I'm getting Alzheimer's already. Soundgarden. Uh, we're working on this documentary about saving kids from like trafficking. They both died what, weeks apart or a month apart or something like that. His mom said that they already talked about replacing him with a chick. I don't know about that. I never heard. I didn't hear that, but it's interesting. They didn't have to replace him. They could have just added a chick as a side character, like as a second singer doing her verses. What is this? Hold on. What is he talking about? Did I mess up? Yeah, a lot of this stuff's by design. See, they were trying to expose the sex trafficking children crap. Now look what's happening to P Diddy, and how many of these celebrities are like shutting down their social media and stuff like that to not get any like retweets and responses and being called out. Oprah and frickin' even Denzel Washington apparently too. Because they don't actually commit suicide. It's called being suicided. Being suicided is when you get murdered and they plant it as a suicide. That way they get the agenda complete, which is the death, while covering it up and then putting it as for an excuse or like an alibi as to why the person's no longer with us. Makes sense? A lot of people. And then there's sacrifices where whenever you decide that you are willing to sell your soul, you have to do some type of rituals. You have to do some types of humiliation rituals and sacrifices. So like Obama's grandmother, Kanye West's mother, just a lot of people had to get a family member sacrificed in order to get the fame, fortune, money, power, etc. Like putting, do you notice all these people they put in dresses? That's the humiliation ritual. Heck, even what Jason Momoa, they just put in a dress on the Minecraft. Like he's supposed to be this macho, beast, Aquaman and Conan the Barbarian and stuff. And they got him with like hair longer than mine and like feminized, like super feminized. You know, it's crazy. They even had The Rock. Didn't they have The Rock in a dress? They had John Cena in a dress. So all these big macho muscular people that's supposed to portray as manly and masculine, they're sissifying. Yeah. 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 He's looking oh, that's AI right there, but this isn't. This one. John Cena dress. Yeah, this bull crap right here. Hold on. I gotta move myself. Put myself down in the bottom corner. Yeah, look at that. Because it's more than just hair. It's more than just having the hair. The bro got a freaking flower in his head. A weird pink tie and weird leggings and... Come on, drones. This right here. In a freaking skirt. Come on now. I mean, they're trying to make him look like a girl. Like, complete girl. With this weird pink... Looks like he's wearing eyeliner, but he's not, but it looks like it. Come on now. They're stupid. They're stupid. Oh, yeah. But Cat Williams, nah, you don't think he's part of it? Watch this. Cat Williams, black nail polish. They're stupid for that. The bro had some black nail polish. I seen it. There's his one-eye symbolism right there. Yep. Yeah, I seen the interview. Who hasn't? Of course I seen it. But that's just to expose crap. This ain't him, but he legit had some black nail polish. It was whenever he was hold on. Cat Williams apologizes. Right here. About Kevin
It's
Hart.
the hottest dish in the street.
He folds
It's what everyone's
Doing some stuff for my
3 of your side girl.
Let's listen to the end part.
Wait till his
no.
finger
This is funny.
shows.
I hate watching
Look at
myself.
that. Look at that. Look at his finger. Wait, do you need me to zoom in on it? See that? You see that?
Hey, play it.
And if you want to be a bouncing tiger,
He's controlled too by his handlers. Thing is, this was 8 years ago, though. That's the thing. That was 8 freaking years ago. Where's my phone? Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Who's they? Who's they, right? The devil runs the frickin' show on this planet. Well, God obviously runs everything, but God is allowing the devil to have a stake in the game to see who's going to follow him or follow God. It's that simple. And we're all being deceived in our own frickin' sick, twisted ways. Chasing the almighty dollar. Every day. A rat race. Whilst trying to survive and keep our head above the water. Trying to combat our depression, our loneliness. In a society full of fakes. Oh, absolutely. Yep, the Bible's real. The Bible's exposing everything. People say the Bible's not real, and you know what I tell them? Look, and I haven't told them this, but you know what I would tell them? Actually, I have said this before. How is it fake when you're in it? Because you're the one that's saying there is no God, and the fool in his heart says there is no God. You're in the book. You're in it. You're in it. See, people don't believe, but the hilarious thing is people say that the Bible is used to control, but see, the Bible goes against man's desires, intuitions. You want out? Out of what? And if you realize it is real, you want out. I mean, I'm scared. I'm scared to death. Literally, scared to death. That's the truest statement I could say. I'm scared to death because I'm going to be scared until I die. I shouldn't be scared, though. You shouldn't be scared. You shouldn't fear it. But when we don't have control over our own destiny, over our own final destination, I mean, people say we do based on our choices, based on faith, belief. That's true, but we still don't choose it though. We don't select it. It's selected for us. Yeah, it's mercy and grace, but if it was our choice, then we can just do whatever we want and still get in there because we just, well, I identify as getting in there. No, it doesn't work that way. Oh. Yeah, and it's hard. It's like being in too deep. The people that grew up into it, who didn't know, they're stuck because they have a lot to lose because they'll blackmail you, they'll extort you, they'll kill your family, they'll do all these things that people are like, well, they believe that they're stuck in it, but ultimately they're not willing to be that sacrifice, or they're not willing to throw it all away, basically. Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of them, they're brainwashed to not even believing they even have a soul. Because the thing is, you see these celebrities See, they're being controlled. They have handlers. So they're really not even in control of what they're doing. They're being told what to wear. They're being told what to say. They're being told what to perform. It's not their talent anymore. They select these people to be the henchmen, to be the recruiters. Yeah, your sins will find you out. Yeah, there's not going to be any rock unturned. Everything's going to turn. Everything's going to be exposed. But like what I'm saying is like these people have handlers, but they are being used as so there's a puppet master that has strings. Turn off that other camera for now. So the puppet master has strings pointing down at these people. Now those people have strings on them pointing down to people of a lesser caliber, and then they have it to a lesser caliber. So it's like one grand master that's going down the food chain. So it's like the government's involved, the politicians, the bankers, to where even the teachers in elementary schools, because then they are netting the children who are on the strings, you know? And they have the system set up to where when people like me say these things, then they deem us to be crazy. Yeah, the G strings, exactly. Yep. They can paint you as being a lunatic, as being crazy. It's like we are pumping ourselves up with morphine and lithium all the time through entertainment, through education. Education doesn't just mean goodness or truth. You could be educated in a fake way. You can be taught lies. You're educated, but you're being taught lies. Yeah, you're getting life experience based on lies. Like these kids that are in the Middle East, they're growing up just like kids in America and Canada and Sweden and Poland and whatever, but they're growing up with the experience of warfare and weaponry, whereas in America they're growing up with warfare and weaponry too, on a video game or in sports, right? They're children here, children there, but you see how the environment's molding and shaping them, what they become, how they operate, how they think, how they feel, their ambitions, what they like, what they dislike. Little cyborgs growing up, being coded in ways that helps further the agenda of negativity and deception. But which kid's worse? It's tough. I mean, obviously you're going to think the one who's learning how to shoot and kill people. Sure, that's bad, but it's also bad when little Timmy grows, you know, to like 12 years old and he's 145 pounds at like 5'1", and then by the time he's out of high school, he's just a grown fat man with no skill to even use a weapon. Not saying he has to, but you get the point. Like, just no independent skills for survival and self-defense and stuff like that. Yeah, the Rainbow War, and that's in the Bible. It's called Legion. We are called Legion, for we are many. They're the recruiters. They're drafting kids for a lot of things. Even the ones that aren't gay, like, oh, I don't swing that way, they are still allies. They're still supporters of that. So they might as well be it because they promote it, they condone it, they advocate it, they don't speak against it. And number two, a lot of people that don't like it and don't want it are too afraid to speak out because they don't want to be canceled. See, currency isn't just money. Currency is popularity, fame, status, fortune, etc. It leads to money because if you're canceled, then you're going to be deplatformed, which means you're going to lose your money, you're going to lose your name, you're going to lose your backing, your following, which get your bills paid. So it leads to it. Oh no, if I lose my fans and everything, if I'm not popular, then I'm shunned from the community. And see, these are all little micro test runs for when the mark of the beast hits, because then people are going to want to buy and sell. People are going to want to have this chip because they're going to be an outcast if they don't have it. So if people were already being afraid of being an outcast for speaking truth and going against the sinful world that we live in, imagine once it's going to be a system where they'll have no choice if they want to simply function and live in the society by simply eating food and doing commerce, buying and selling and getting a job. Can't handle the little stuff. You definitely can't handle the big stuff. And society's being pushed towards this agenda, this new world order, where people are too afraid to speak out against this machine. Rage against the machine. See, and it's not just 2024 with all the exposure. There's been these exposures in many avenues for decades. But people are starting to now see it because it's actually hitting close to home. Before it wasn't. F the police, this and that. No. Now it's coming to a city, if not already, near you. But even then, people are only going to talk about it. They're not going to actually do anything about it. They're just going to sit there, eat their candy bars, drink their drinks. But in more cases, they're not working out. They have no game plan. They ain't making any money. They're fat. They're slow. They have no life values, no sense of morality. They're not caring about truth, not caring about what's right, not caring about what's wrong. And just living based off that whimsical feeling in the moment with no real down the road thinking process. And I'm guilty of it to an extent because there's things that I neglected growing up. But at the same time, if I didn't neglect those things, I wouldn't have this mindset now because I'd just be living just like them. Business as usual. So it took my struggles and procrastination, laziness, and a bunch of other things for me to even wake up. Because if you are standing in line like they want you to, being a yes man, being a bootlicker, because they reward you, but the rewards they give is based on things you have to do, which shows that you are a part of their agenda. For instance, in China, they have the social credit score system. If your score's too low, you can't even get on public transportation, you can't get a job. And then they even plaster your name on these screens everywhere, showing who you shouldn't be around. So they are spreading this propaganda and this sense of value based on this inflated score system that only is there for you to stay in line. So they can weed out who's their oppressor or who's their supporter. And then people are too scared to even speak about it because they don't want their score to drop. So it's an endless, invisible, senseless system. But it's hidden in plain sight. It's there, people know about it, but everyone's too afraid to speak about it. And people outside of China aren't really caring about it because it's not affecting them. But we have our own version of that. See, if they can't get you with the same system, they create like clone versions of it with basically different ways to get there, but with the similar outcome. That's the reality. Many Christians say they can't reject the devil. But those to say if we haven't already let him in, oh, we have. He's in our school system. He's in our education, you know. He's in our health care. He's in our entertainment. He's in our minds when it comes to the sin and what we strive after and what we do. And right now, me exposing this stuff is stuff that you and I should do all the time to wake more people up. But people don't even want to listen. And then off this stream, I'm not doing this. When I'm at the gym, I'm not talking about this stuff. I did in the past, but nobody wants to hear it. And that's not an excuse not to do it, but it's just like, yeah, it's fear of rejection. It's fear of, being just known as that weirdo at the gym. Not that I care too much, but I also don't want to get dirty looks. I don't, like, there's just, it's hard. It's just certain things, like, you know, you just got to have people that are like-minded, that are willing to fight for what's right, and you have to stick with them, even if it means not climbing the corporate ladder up the food chain and not getting the things that your flesh wants on a day-to-day basis, you know? Let me turn this way. It's probably going to sound a little better. I'm 34. Like, I learned so much even in this past, since I turned 30. I mean, really, when I was 19, I started waking up. But, like, when I turned 30, it really went, because when I turned 30, that's when COVID was happening. Well, I wasn't even 30. I was 29, turning 30. March, April, May, June, July. So, like, 4 months after COVID happened, I turned 30. And that really, and it's not, see, people think, oh, you just get older and it's maturity. I don't want to agree. I'm still a big kid, for real. But it's the fact that society isn't the same way it was when I was a kid, even a teenager, even 6 years ago, 7 years ago. It's not. COVID really changed people's brains. People were screwed up before COVID, but it's not the disease, the virus. It's not that. It's the operation surrounding it and how people maneuvered whilst it was this big hype hysteria thing. Putting masks on. Say no to Diddy, people. Whoever's watching this, funny. Like, it's not COVID. What it is the system changing in a way. It's many, like, I have 10 fingers, right? COVID's like here, but it's all these things that like come around it that dictated, like, that pretty much dictated how society was moving in that direction, because prices rose. People are much more scared. People are much more tired. People are much more hungry. People like were, because I'll admit, I do believe people did freaking die while having COVID. I believe that. I don't believe it was as widespread as they made it seem. I believe putting masks on hindered people's health. I believe these vaccines did more harm to people than COVID itself. That was the point. But it started getting people to like categorize you. Oh, you're not boosted 3 times? You don't wear a mask? This, that, and the third? And then that, with the fear in general, because they feed off of fear, led people to just start hating people for not agreeing with whatever. And then you put the gay agenda on there, and a host of other things. Just how they put all these crazy scenes in these movies, like you mentioned about Deadpool and stuff. And it's like, oh, you don't like Deadpool? Why? He's a funny character. He saves the day. He does this. He does that. Well, there's those scenes. Oh, well, those scenes are in all the movies I've been watching. It's normalized. Like, that's not bad. It's only not bad to you because you've been exposed to it so much that it becomes normal. See, I already got the blueprint. It's in my brain. It's there. Nobody gives a crap. But you still got to keep fighting the good fight. Period. That's what you got to do. I'm probably going to clip what I'm saying and then make a specific video about it, because I'm thinking I'm throwing some gems. It's going to really stir some conversations in the comment section of people, if this goes viral or whatever. I don't know. The thing is, it's not even from me. It's just my 34 years of being a sponge, soaking stuff up, and then formulating my opinion based on biblical principles that make sense to me. And there's a lot more I can say about this. Because the rabbit hole, like you said, it gets so deep and it's endless. See, there's no end to the rabbit hole. There's no end. Because even in the afterlife, you're still going down the rabbit hole because heaven is ever expanding and it's great, and so is hell. So those it's just they're not ending, but they keep, just like the universe always expands, right? Think about that. The expansion of heaven and hell are going totally in polar opposite directions eternally. That's deep. And we're in the middle on this earth. We're in the middle right now. Deep. We'll talk more soon, though. I got stuff to write down. I got stuff to do. May Jesus Christ bless you. I'll be back on.